Yeah, we live up in this joint, back up in this thing, back up in this thing. What's popping, my ninjas?
What up, though?
What's going on? What's going on? Happy Halloween, fellas.
Happy Halloween. This is my favorite fucking holiday, yo.
Now, is that because it's the day before your birthday?
Probably.
Okay.
What were you today?
What was I today?
Yeah,
An angry single father.
this don't seem like your favorite day.
I love Halloween. I love taking the kids trick or treating. I love to see the kids out there trick or treating. Me and my daughter must have walked 3 miles trick or treating today. I love Halloween. Love it. Love it.
Your oldest daughter?
My youngest girl.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say y'all all went. Yeah, we
No.
went too. Yeah, it was a lot of people outside trick or treating today. It's the first time in a long time. It felt like one of them 1980 scary movies.
Yeah,
But
we started early. We got out there like 5 o'clock.
yeah, I had more trick or treaters between 5 and 6:30 than the rest of the night, and I left at 6:30. You know what I'm saying?
They come to your house and get candy?
Yeah, nigga, I live in a neighborhood that we give out candy.
I mean, something like don't know kid. I stay off of PA. Don't know kids come around here, so I just be surprised in certain areas. I figure that you live in the slums because you're an Inkster. So
Yeah,
I didn't know if children. I didn't know if children come out to your place.
the gated community, nigga, always
This nigga
talking
just-
crazy,
this
dog.
nigga just
I
got-
don't live in Inkster. I'm from Inkster, nigga. And just because you grew up in the gated community where I understand what you're saying, but even Inkster, they had the trunk or treat at the Inkster complex. It was on the news.
It just got finished saying because he lives on PA. No one, we don't have children in the neighborhood, basically. And then said you live in the slums. Like, how that work?
Yeah.
The bowels of Southeast Michigan.
Yeah, PA. I get what you said. And PA niggas, that's just for Dame. That's not for y'all big bad PA niggas. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? I know how y'all get down. I seen BMF on Stars. You know what I'm saying?
That shit crazy. Man, how y'all? So the kids, y'all got candy. Y'all do y'all like check over candy? How y'all work that?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I dropped her off to her mama house, but she was trying to go in that bag while we was walking around. I said there'll be none of that. Like
Yeah,
somebody
got
got to
this
look
from the
over.
store. Yeah.
Yeah. First of all, the kids are too young, but I remember niggas putting syringes and shit in bags, and I remember all of that shit in the late 80s. I grew up in Devil's Night was a thing, and come to think about it, Tone said something very prolific to me about Devil's Night. That was just white people starting the gentrification process, burning down properties, bringing down property value so they could buy it and move up into the inner city.
I'm with that.
Do y'all know anybody who ever had something in their candy or ever seen this? 'Cause, like, I remember those stories and they had us terrified, but like, who put a crack needle in some candy? Because I don't know if that ever actually happened.
So
Me
I
neither.
never saw it in candy, but I do remember. I've always mentioned like my mother was from Jersey. I do remember one summer they shut down the beach because the fiends was putting needles under the sand and people were stepping on them.
Or was they just washed up on the beach and that's where they was at?
No, it was like a thing. Like they would they do their shit on the beach like late at night and just bury their needles in the sand.
Well, they probably ain't do that on purpose. They probably was so high off that heroin that they
Yeah.
nodded out and left it.
Yeah, and or like the water on the beach, like how
Yeah.
Push it around or something, push it under.
Here come the police, nigga, throw that shit on the ground. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know that crack fiends was out there like, let's get these kids. Cause it's like I don't know. I ain't never been a crack fiend. Yeah, that shit doing that same thing.
I don't know why. Is it bad?
Yes.
It's pretty bad.
As bad as your neighborhood on Halloween. Ain't nobody covered.
Is this a little bit better?
No.
Mute that nigga.
Well, I muted you. Oh shit! Dad, you gonna have to mute. Look, Dad, you gonna have to mute yourself unless you talking this shit, dog. What you say?
Unmute me now.
No, mute yourself. Yeah, unmute yourself. You still ain't got no AirPods, nigga?
I do, but I forgot to charge them.
Just like you forgot to charge your fucking phone. a nigga that works from home who don't never got a charged phone.
First of all, dog, I was out all day, and don't like you don't know my life at home. You don't judge me.
Your house got power, I'm sure, nigga. What you mean?
I just don't be plugged in like that. Like
If you work from home, you attached to you're in front of a computer. You should be for 8 hours.
That's questionable.
Plug your phone in, nigga.
I just don't know. My phone is on the other side of where my computer is, so I can't like play my games and do my work shit. I got to sacrifice. And my ranking is getting really high in Golf Clash, and I just don't. I want to keep playing. I want to keep plugging away. I'm almost a professional.
You don't have like. It's a random idea, like
an extension cord. I know what you're gonna say. Don't
like an actual charger and shit. Or man, didn't I give you a portable charger or some shit?
It right now.
No man, this shit sounds.
I'm using it right now.
It's not. It's not like somebody getting a haircut. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe it's the charger. How about now?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the a microphone cord, or maybe even a hair. Something is making feedback. Yeah,
maybe some of these cords are touching. Maybe that's it.
Yeah, because it just stopped
it right there.
Okay,
it literally just stopped. You sound smooth. You out here.
I moved the box, so I guess that was. Thank God for Dame for troubleshooting.
This nigga just made me rethink sending my daughter to Cass Tech, because god damn.
Oh man. Yeah, man, Halloween used to be one of my, I don't want to say a favorite holiday because that shit sounds weird, but dressing up and going to Halloween parties and shit be cool, but I ain't did that like in a number of years. So
we had a Halloween party for what, my 40th or 41st birthday?
About 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Halloween really just
twins didn't come.
Like my brother did come, nigga, and I was out of time. Halloween really just for women to dress like sluts, man. To be honest with you, you feel what I'm saying? Like, go to a Halloween party, like at a bar or somebody's house and shit. There's gonna be some ass cheeks out, bro, for sure. Nigga.
I saw a woman say that's the time of year where you can dress like a slut and nobody can't say anything.
Nobody can say nothing. Period. It was women's choice, but I'm just saying. I mean, I ain't complaining. I like to see the pictures online, especially with women that I don't know. I'll be like, damn, you really wore that out. You feel what I'm saying? You really just got on a G-string and some high heels. Talk about you Superwoman.
Over or under 5 political texts that you got today?
Over.
You started acting, man. You started
It's the charger. It's the charger.
Move that shit.
I took it off, but then my phone going down.
I guess you ain't got no juice.
I got like 20%. So I guess when my phone died, the show was over. Shit.
Okay, but it's still making that noise. There we go. Oh, because he turned himself off.
I'm under 5, but it was pretty close.
Okay.
Why they shaming? Hold on. Why they trying to make you think somebody go look up if you voted or not, your voting score, which I never heard of in my life?
Yeah, I've been hearing that. I muted you, Dame.
That was one of the texts I got, and they sent like a graphic showing how a nigga can check your shit.
That's pretty dangerous. Say who you vote for is private, but if you voted, it's public record. Like, what if they start doing that shit when you go try to get a job or some shit? They be like, well, we looked at your China, they got a social credit score already. I don't know if y'all saw those commercials or online, they got these mesh masks that they're wearing now in China so they don't get picked up on all the cameras and shit they be on. It look like they're walking around with like a white plate on their face, but apparently you can see through it in some mesh. So, because they under constant surveillance, they got social credit scores, the whole 9 yards.
What's crazy about that is even with a real financial credit score, right? You go through some hard times at some point, and it's gonna dip lower than you would like it, and then you judge me off of that. Like I'm back on track now, nigga. Like you ain't never had a hard time. You feel what I'm saying? And
I
these
mean,
metrics, man.
in order to be considered an upstanding citizen, you have to have a good credit score. And in order to get like a good credit score, you have to have a long history of credit. You got to have diversified credit, large balances, aka you have to borrow a lot of money because we live in this debt wealth society. So I have to owe somebody perpetually in order for me to be looked at as like a good financial person. So if I've had cash all my life and bought everything cashed out and ain't never had to ask or borrow money from nobody, I'm looked at as I'm bad.
Nigga, you basically don't exist.
Right, and you gotta borrow it from the people they want you to borrow it from.
It's quite crazy, and you borrowing money that don't exist. For every dollar that you put in the bank, they can lend out 10. So like the money that you're borrowing, they never had it to give.
Man, listen, when you get to sitting back, that's why sometimes I'd rather be like, I'd rather not do that shit. Because when you get to adding this shit up, it's like, man, what is really going on? Like, we really being taken for a loop, and it's like we just gotta go along with it. Don't nobody care if we put them up on information like that. It ain't gonna stop. Credit mean I can't afford it right now. That's what credit mean for whatever we.
Credit scores came out in 1989.
Exactly.
1989. So right, folks our age will try to blame our parents. Yo, our parents in the black community, yo, they didn't teach us financial literacy. Nigga, that shit wasn't out yet, man. We grew up in the 90s, and that shit started in 1989. How the fuck was your mama in 1989 gonna know about some shit that just started enough to teach you the game?
When they learning it themselves.
Like it literally just started in 1989. So the rest of American society before that, niggas had a check stub and a handshake, and everybody got what they got.
2 check stubs and a checking account.
And shit wasn't that expensive. You feel what I'm saying? When these niggas be talking about they was selling dope, going to buy cars every day, nigga, they wasn't buying Bentleys and shit that was $240,000 every day. You feel what I'm saying?
Dog, I remember my old dude telling me he bought a brand new Camaro back in the day, and it was $6,000. Brand new. He said that he saw him drive it off the lot. Six racks.
That's crazy. But 6 racks probably was like $6,000.
But still, in the grand scheme of things, like
for sure. Yeah, I totally understand. Yeah, it was kind of crazy. I don't know if y'all saw that the Russian Kremlin sued a nigga for a $10,000,000.
Yeah, I saw that. It was Google, nigga.
Yeah. Well, the Google getting sued.
Yeah, Google getting sued by the Russian Kremlin.
I said that shit to Jason because I had never heard of that number ever in my life.
I bust out laughing. Nigga, that is a number followed by 6 or 30 zeros, either 30 or 60 zeros. Like, nigga, what? It's more money than the debt of the entire world. Like,
who basically they want to control Google. Because the only way you can pay that debt is to give over what you to it.
Dog, I ain't never seen a number that. Did you know that a Google is a number?
No.
So when I was in the 4th grade, I remember this shit. When I was in the 4th grade, there was a number called a Google, which meant an infinite number, like the highest number that you can, whatever the infinite number is the term was a Google. So when Google came out, because it holds an infinite amount of searches, like I instantly knew, oh shit, that's what that means. But like a Google is not spelled Google, but it's like a Google is an infinite number. I'm like, and that wasn't even a decimillion or whatever that, how the fuck, decimillion, I don't even know how to pronounce that word.
Because that's crazy right there. I seen that. I seen that like 3 times today and was like, nigga, is this for real? Like, I ain't what they do, what they sue it for. Like, what we upset about? What
So
is Google?
y'all been basically hiding my information and lying and not putting
Oh,
no
that's a class action lawsuit, nigga. I'm getting in on that.
nigga. We all get some of the Desi million, whatever that fucking
Decillion.
yeah, nigga, the ceiling, nigga, from the window to the wall to the ceiling to the floor. I want it all.
That's crazy, dog. That just goes to show you worldwide how frivolous lawsuits are.
I mean, that
frivolous.
They got a point though.
No, they got a point, but it's an American company, nigga. It's not happening. You feel what I'm saying?
Not only an American company, because they register for business in all those countries, and they got to follow the laws in all those countries.
In the countries, yeah.
So, like, if you are usurping all of my data and all of my stuff and hiding it and making it look like something else for who knows how long, and changing the status of me in the world, because Russia is the bad guy to the world, damn near. You know what I'm saying? Because all what we hear, like, y'all, these niggas is bad, these niggas is bad. What if all the good shit they had, they was like, delete, delete, like, damn.
Delete that shit off of Google?
Yeah. Like, because
can't even Google it. Yeah.
When you want to know something, you go to Google. And if that's the person hiding the information from you, I mean,
that's why the internet, man, is so it's so volatile, because like you really can be suppressed and you look crazy saying a company is suppressing you, and then years later people find out like that person really was getting suppressed by the internet. Like anything positive they got to do with American Negroes, that shit gets suppressed, man. You can't positivity. You put a positive thumbnail or caption or something on the YouTube. Good luck, nigga. Good luck somebody finding that, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Nigga, you upload 3 crackheads fighting a horse and a midget. That shit going viral, nigga. You feel what I'm saying? And then the same person uploaded both, and you still can't find the positive shit on their page. Google go had the other video posted 60 times. Versions with remix music.
No, for real though. I got an example of that from earlier today. So earlier today, I posted something on my story that Kwame said, and he was like, "I see everybody getting like really, really emotional and all the stuff." He like, "Don't let them fool you," because so now I used to write political ads up north in Michigan saying, "Don't let Detroit take all your money." You know what I'm saying? Don't take the resources. He said, I go out there and they was like, "Y'all gonna take all my money?" He's like, "I wrote the ads, but the guy I had over there, y'all voted for him, and then he turned around and voted for me." Like I knew what I was doing. I was playing on y'all emotion, make y'all mad, make you vote for him, and that's already my man's. So I'm just explaining you the game, how this work, and you being upset on the left or the right or the center or wherever you at. I'm playing on your emotions because I know what that does to you. People like, "Oh, shut up, nigga. You supposed to be in jail. You this, you that." Everybody got a bunch of negative shit to say. Young Thug take a plea deal. Thank God he out. I'm gonna read you some of these comments that
Wait a minute. And how a nigga who did their time and got pardoned supposed to be in jail? I did my time, nigga. Hey, listen, man. The American Negro look at the American Negro like the whole world look at the American Negro. You understand what I'm saying?
Bars.
That it is what it is. And I just was talking to my wife, right? Because they getting ready to blame if Harris lose, they're getting ready to blame that on black men, right? Like they gearing up, like that's the propaganda that they using, when we all know that typically the black man still majority of black men still Democrats vote democratically, like that's well known, but they gearing up, right? Black women, we did it and we tried to get y'all black men. And I said the argument I would actually make is that maybe black women want to be white women more than they think black men want to be white men, bro. You feel what I'm saying? They let because I was gonna say, because they let that feminism creep in our households when black women wasn't being suppressed. My granddaddy wasn't holding my grandma down. They was doing this together. We in this thing together, because how we go make it out if we fighting each other? But soon as you get some education. Soon as you make more money than what you think black men make overall, now I'm big dog, and you got to listen to me. And that has always been the white man mentality. I'm the big dog, and y'all got to listen to me. And that shit crept in through feminism to our women. Not all of them, of course, not all of them. And this ain't political because, of course, you vote how you want to vote. But that crept into the psyche of our women, and they say, oh, you nigga, I did it. Why you can't do it? Because everything I sacrificed was for you to do it. I want you to be able to do it. I want you in power. Because if you're in power, because if I was in power, you would be in power. But now that you in power, and you looking at me like, nigga, why you can't? But guess who else? Wait a minute. But guess who else look at us like that? White men. Nigga, why you can't? Pull yourself up from the bootstraps, nigga. That's exactly how black women talking, looking down and acting toward black men over an election that don't matter, man. This is the banana. Don't involve not one black person. This the banana in the tailpipe. Just because you question one side don't mean you for the other side, right? We can't ask questions. So you want me to do all of this blindly, but if you wanted me to take you out on a date, you would want me to ask you what you like to eat. You want me to do something as important as cast my vote for somebody and not question something they said? Come on,
so look,
man.
On the back to this, all right, I'm gonna play this clip. I want to hear both of y'all views on this clip, and then I share mine later because this clip is going around, and y'all watch it.
You fucking bitch.
Oh, wow.
That's no reason. Yeah, I'll let her serve.
Wow.
Listen, don't cuss at me. This is my motherfucking right here.
Wow.
Why is it defending you?
It's like defending you.
All right, then shut the hell up and let me vote.
Okay, Jamie. Okay, we ain't got nothing else to say. We ain't got nothing else to say.
Wow.
We cannot serve him. We're gonna move on. Next thing.
What? There it is right there.
No.
Wow. Oh, wow. God. Oh.
Don't do that.
Wow. 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 I'm not going to help with him. You may want to help with him. Raw thoughts, emotions. What you think, Dame?
Saw a few things wrong with the video, or a few things wrong with the whole scenario. So I understand why they were initially giving him pushback on voting. I have a close friend of mine that is a full-fledged supporter of the other side, and he wore a MAGA hat to early voting, and they was like, hey, you got to take that off before you come in here, because I guess it's considered some type of voter intimidation, something to that extent.
He said it's illegal for you to, allegedly, illegal for you to vote with any kind of party affiliation on your shirt or hat for anybody.
Yeah, for advertising any not only party affiliation but voter affiliation. So because judges don't run on parties usually, I can't go in there with a such and such for judge 34th district on there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I believe that's because your vote is supposed to be private, and this looks like your vote wouldn't be private, but you know what I mean. But go ahead and finish.
Yeah, so I understand that pushback. But on the second hand, it's like we both got to be respectful of one another. It's hard for me to see exactly what happened after he threw his hat out, who punched who, or who kind of, like, it looks like he put his hand in her face and she smacked him or smacked his hand.
I think he had his ID in his hand, and he like used his ID to point at her. and then she gave him a quick 2-piece.
Yeah, so I don't believe. Granted, while his behavior was aggressive, I didn't see any point where he put a hand on her to warrant her kind of like hitting him. Now, one thing that does bother me, I don't like to see white men. I don't like to see men get aggressive with just a room full of women because I just think that's just some hoe shit. But there were wrongs on all ends. But that's just because tempers got flared and people were. Somebody's got to be the adult in that situation. Somebody has to, take a step back. That it's not always gonna be nice conversations and shit. Let the motherfucker take the hat off. Tell them to go outside, take the hat off, come back, and you can vote for whoever you want to vote. But I think this issue could have been diffused. Uh, it didn't have to go that far on either end,
What
in
you
my
think,
opinion.
AJ?
First, I don't even think this real, man. I don't think this real. I think that this is a group of antagonists. You know what I mean? Because it just don't seem real to me. That's why I'm not a fan of early voting. You feel what I'm saying? Because these things can be staged. This to me, this feels staged. You feel what I'm saying? But let's just say it is real. Remember, I always ask, what made you start taping in the first place? Who was being obnoxious and rude and loud in the first place to warrant somebody taping? Right? He took the hat off. If that okay, he took it off, he threw it. The person who he threw the hat toward is not even the person who was upset that the hat got thrown toward them. So why do you give a fuck? That's number one. If the hat gone, do your job. That's number one. He took the hat off, let him go vote. Diffuse the situation. Secondly, this ain't got shit to do with race. Don't put your hands on nobody who you don't want putting their hands on you. I don't give a fuck what you are.
Everything to do with race, by the way.
No, this is what I'm saying. When I say that, I'm saying if you don't want to get punched back, don't punch nobody. That's a white man, a black man, a Chinese, a midget, a giant. Don't touch nobody who you not comfortable with touching you back. And like Dame said, the shit happened so fast. I'm not sure if he. And then don't put your hands in nobody's face because that could get you touched on, nigga. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. So, but it happened so fast that I don't know what the fuck happened.
I watched this shit so many times, dog, and it frustrates me on 3 different levels.
And why there ain't no security in that bitch, dog? Y'all can hire DJs for the poll. Is niggas in Michigan DJing, nigga, playing motherfucking Megan Thee Stallion and shit like that. It's gonna be a lot of Young Thug being played, not too, and some Lil Durk, but it ain't no motherfucking security in that bitch. Like, come on, dog. It ain't shit but old women in that motherfucker, man. You telling me it ain't no security? My wife used to be the city clerk assistant, nigga. It don't be shit but old women working the polls, dog. But they had security. You feel what I'm saying? Because elections are.
This is also in Georgia.
The one of the states that got called out for voter fraud,
voter suppression.
This
is where I want to go. When I look at this, let me make a couple things clear off the bat. I am uncomfortable with some white man in a room full of black women calling them bitches. That doesn't sit well with me. I know it should,
and that's why I said I don't know if this real because that evokes so much out of any nigga.
But I don't like that, right? I'm not saying right, wrong, whatever. That shit never just gonna feel like, oh, okay, another walker. It's never gonna feel okay when there's a white man in a room full of black women calling them bitches. So off the top, I don't like that. All right, cool. Say that. This is 100% voter intimidation
on their part.
On their part, because it's a room full of black people and there's a white male with a Trump hat on, and I'm seeing a lot of my son, the general, and a bunch of different people on my timeline have put this on there as to say, wow, things are getting too bad. Watch out because they are out for us. This looks like voter intimidation. That man was in there and there are like 10 women who circled him. He is in a circle of people and they say, you not voting because you got a Trump hat on. Now let's for a minute think of a black woman walking with a Kamala hat on in a room full of white people and say, you ain't voting because you got that Kamala hat on. Get out of here. And one of them put their hands on them. Ben Crump be down there right now talking about racism and the civil rights and everything.
Niggas
And
be having a forum black about that shit.
if a black person walks in and a bunch of white people surround them and stop their civic duty to vote, he like, what you mean I can't vote? I would be upset. If I walk into somewhere and I've never heard that you're not supposed to wear a t-shirt or whatever, it's niggas handing me flyers as I'm walking into the court every time. Right?
Nigga, I'm holding a handful of flyers walking into the booth.
Yeah. So like me as a normal person I would be like, what the fuck you mean I can't vote? Right? Because 4 years ago, when Georgia said you can't give out water outside in the line, y'all said that was racist. Y'all said that was voter suppression and that was voter intimidation because you couldn't get nobody water. Now, what do it look like when I come in here, even if you don't like Trump, he got a group full of older black women and there's a white man, an old white man. So you know what time, an old white man with a Trump hat. Of course you don't want him to vote. I don't know that you had you woke up this morning like we ain't let no. I don't know what the morning meeting was like. But yes, I would be intimidated if 10 people surround me in a circle, stop me from voting, and then one of them put their hands on me.
And
niggas cuss all the time. Women cuss. How many videos you seen online where somebody cussing out the McDonald's person or this person? I get it. I'm never gonna be okay with this white man calling black women bitches. It don't sit right with me. But y'all know that niggas, black people, white people cuss all the time. And you can't put your hands on nobody. It looks like voter intimidation. And what do you think it's gonna look like to his community? And this is exactly what this video here was talking about. This to bring it back full circle.
Good morning, family. I was just listening to some of the vitriol and emotion, the heightened emotion in this campaign from both sides. I hate you. And they people going crazy, man. It sounds crazy to me because I used to write commercials for the Democratic campaign for Northern Michigan. I used to say, you got to stop Detroit from taking all our money. And then I go up there for a hearing, and all of the folks up there would be, you're taking our money. I wrote the commercial. I'm in there. They're like, no, I'm trying to explain it. But inside, I'm happy because they ended up voting for my candidate. My candidate came to the legislature. He voted for me for leader. It was an ulterior motive to get in their emotions. That's what they doing to you. See, the Jewish community, the Latino community, even the gay community, they got people on both sides. Yeah, they stirring the pot on both sides. But you, oh, you're shut up. They playing with your emotions, Smokey. Stop it. Calm down. Because after this, you got to get engaged no matter who is there for your community. Have a wonderful day. Smile. Kiss your wife. Hug your children.
A lot of people, like I said, had a lot of bad things to say, but like factually, after the election's over on January 6th, when whoever gets sworn in, you got to communicate with either side. We are both sides, even though there's multiple sides and there's not just two, have to deal with the other side. You have to. You gotta. Whoever wins, you got to deal with the other side. But we hate each other, and they have basically wrapped up every issue into a Democrat or Republican, even though in real life it's more than that. But I wrapped up every issue that you have in these two parties. So whoever is on the other party is anti-you. That's how it feels. It's anti-you. And I have tapped in to your emotion to make you hate the other side. And when you take that video that we just saw and take it back to his community, it's people looking at it on Instagram like, why are these black women trying to stop
me from voting for Trump?
And they going let Trump not win. See, it was rigged. They was trying to stop votes and
it's happening everywhere.
Like it don't matter. I can make an argument for both sides, aka calm down, relax. I did
Do,
this on
do your due diligence, do your voting, and go home and watch the fireworks, like the Joker say. I'm gonna sit back and watch the fireworks. Long as you do what you're supposed to do, you shouldn't care who nobody else vote for. You want to know why? Because I'm giving you the respect to not care who you vote for. I did my civic duty was to vote. My civic duty isn't to vote who you want me to vote for on the issues you want me to vote on. Listen, man, I had put it in my mind, right? With the judges, I said, I'm gonna vote for that judge, right? I ain't gonna say the judge's name, but I said, I'm gonna vote for that judge. They commercial ain't the best or nothing, but it's I like something about that judge. You know who sent me 2 flyers to vote for that judge in the last 4 days? Planned Parenthood, bro. And I've never in my life been and spent no money with Planned Parenthood. How do you get my information? The first flyer was who I should vote for. The second flyer was who I shouldn't vote for, with who I should vote for on the back. But because because I'm so against Planned Parenthood, you not getting my vote because they endorsed you.
Why are you so against Planned Parenthood?
Because Planned Parenthood. Are you serious?
I'm just asking your opinion.
No, I'm saying, are you serious? You mean Planned Parenthood, where they stop us before we get here? Because Planned Parenthood, you can get the disguise that they for your health. They for abortions, man. And the person who they want to get the abortions is the black people, bro.
Again, I was just
I'm just saying. I didn't know if you was joking. I didn't know if you was joking.
No.
Look, that's what I'm not for. It's again, you do what you and the person. This is for anybody who, right? With you and the person who you had sex with, y'all go make that decision. But I'm never gonna be for the company that's their business model, to be in the black community, to do this, to make sure black babies don't make it.
When Margaret Sanger's whole thing was eugenics and to create a perfect race and to exterminate a particular portion of the race, the black ones,
to kill them before they get here.
Yeah, when this is not like a niggas, doctors, and spirits. Like, read her books, read everything, read her mentors. And I mean, Chuck broke this shit down for us, you know what I'm saying? And all through, it just is what it is, you know what I'm saying?
You think what they did to the small hats was crazy in Germany, right? He was inspired by her.
Yeah, I wasn't taking the dig at you, homie.
No, I'm just saying. That's what I said. I know, but I tell you. I mean, you know, I tell you.
This is on the internet, and there's a bunch of people watching and listening, but like, at the end of the day, why not allow people to make up their own mind and vote for who they want to vote for?
Without it being such an issue to you, man.
It was what I'm saying, making an argument that I don't understand why this third party candidate does this every time. It's just a distraction. It only takes away votes from the Democrats. She's talking about Jill Stein. I was like, well, in 2020, I voted for Jill Stein. I wasn't giving Hillary Clinton a vote, so she didn't take no vote away from Democrat. I couldn't bring
going there no way.
I couldn't bring myself to vote for Trump. You feel me? And like that was, and I didn't see anything that I was diametrically opposed to from her, right? So that's who I put my support behind, right? But she like, no, history states that any third party or Green Party, it just helps the Republicans. Nigga, I wasn't never voting for Hillary. Ever. I'd have sit the fuck out before I vote for some. Regardless of who the candidate is, if I don't like the candidate, I will not put my endorsement behind somebody. This whole idea that, well, you got to get the lesser of two evils. No, that is not.
Why is that? Listen, why does that have to be the standard for black votes? The lesser of two evils. Look at how we view ourselves. Not me, because I'm a guy, so I don't view myself as doing anything evil and picking the lesser of two evils, because I have a God mentality, and before I will vote for the lesser of two evils, I sit this one out, because God is telling me, why would you do anything evil? That's why I'm never the devil's advocate. The devil don't need me as an advocate. I've never voted for the lesser of two evils, right? I've seen Dime Lemon. Go ahead.
My bad. I didn't mean to cut you off, brother.
I seen Dime Lemon Oh, let me get this off. I seen Don Lemon berating this lady because she said she voted like the same thing that the lady was saying to you, and he was trying to tell her why you just wasted your vote. So my vote is a waste if I don't vote for who you want to. Don Lemon, you from America, homie? Is he from America?
He from Atlanta.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know where he from, low key.
Yeah, I was just saying because if you from America and you claim if you from America and you claim to know civics, why would you tell somebody that they just wasted their vote because they didn't vote for who you wanted?
So the argument is you have to be on one of the winning sides. Don't vote for somebody if you don't think they're gonna win, because then I'm like, nigga, you a bandwagon fan. You don't even like them, but you figure they're gonna win. So now you also, it's just not how voting works. It's just not how it works.
Nobody got to go vote in the electoral college. Still got to vote on the president. We already elected the we already elected the people in Congress and everything for the electoral college votes. So they go get their votes off anyway. We don't matter.
270 votes. Is that the number? Electoral college vote?
Yeah, whoever get to that first.
Yeah. And we never know who that is. They want to make some shit public. Tell me who the electoral college voters are.
No, tell us who they voted for.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Tell us who we know who they are because it's the people in Congress understanding this stuff. Or I believe.
Well, no, not every the electoral college. They don't always be. We don't. That's not.
Man, look, this shit a big ass sham anyway, so it don't matter. Whoever they want to appoint, because the president is appointed, not elected. This stuff is just, especially at this time in the world, it's just further dividing America. And it seems like Americans know every damn thing and got all the cool quotes like "divided we fall, united we stand" until it's happening in real time, and then we go look up and we done. Right, we got enemies overseas hooking up, saying, "Look at the dumb America." Listen, man, it behooves me. America is just one fat greedy bitch. It behooves me why you would let somebody who you think is your enemy buy land next to your military bases. Nobody should be able to buy this land. This is off limits. This is ours. Right? Every product we get come from that same enemy. You feel what I'm saying? For the most part, all these products is made in one place. So we took that's taking our strength away, right? We got to wait on them to get stuff to come on, man. We look like fools on the world stage. It don't matter who the president gonna be. We look like fools, then we just implode. All we gotta understand is we would never be invaded like people around the world get invaded, but we're being invaded with misinformation. We're being invaded, right, with divisiveness. We being invaded.
Not a theoretical invasion.
No, this is what I'm saying. I'm getting to that though. We being invaded because we being so loosey goosey with the borders. You feel what I'm saying? It ain't no reason, and this gonna sound crazy. It's no reason that Arabs should be coming through the Mexican border to get into America. Why are Arabs from Arab countries, military age Arabs from Arab countries coming through Mexico, that came through El Salvador, that came through Brazil to get to America? Military age, military boots, military haircuts, and they looking for work.
6 men, no children.
Africans from Kenya, Africans from wherever, right? Why are you coming through Mexico if you from Africa? Because last I checked, I don't think the flights from the motherland go to Mexico to get to America. And you know who own Africa?
Chinese.
The Chinese own Africa too, right? I seen a video. They got these kids pledging allegiance to the Republic of China in the middle of Africa. They don't even know what they saying, but they know that they getting food. They know that they getting taught military exercises. They putting together the rifles and taking the rifles apart and pledging allegiance to the Republic of China.
Because them niggas are trying to build the super soldier.
They got the super soldier and they bringing the super soldier over here and then they dropping it in the community. Why? Because in America, a black person, just a black person, because they don't want black people to differentiate. But it's okay for you to say, no, I'm Kenyan, I'm Guyanan, I'm wherever.
Because you got a country, you got a flag. When you black, you don't have anything.
You don't got none of that
You're a
shit.
man without a country.
No, we do have a country. That's being ignorant. This is our country. This is as much as our country as anybody else, because you better never tell me that you don't got a country, because all you know is this, nigga. You from Detroit, Michigan, nigga. That's your home city and state, which is in America, nigga. This our country, nigga. Right? But if you a nigga with an American flag, somehow you a sellout. I'm supposed to have what type of flag? I'm American, nigga. I can't fly my flag, but the nigga 2 doors down can fly a motherfucking Chinese flag, and this nigga can fly a Ukrainian flag. But if I put an American flag up, I'm a sellout. I'm from here, nigga. Ain't no going back to Africa, nigga, because I couldn't tell you where I was going, nigga.
Peep this. So then, you know, when that video clip of me and you went viral, one of the dudes on Chuck Pod, his name Blanche, and I started watching his content. You know what I'm saying? It take a minute to get used to, because he has a certain personality, and he would just talk about black people so bad, right? And I just didn't understand it. I'm like, why are you talking about black people so bad? But he hates the term black, and he like, when you black, you lack. When you be lack, because just when you're black, which has no legal standing in anything, like you're lacking something. You know what I'm saying? On the reason he talk about quote unquote, it's always like when he talk about black people, it's one of those quote unquotes. But if you don't understand that, it's like why are you ragging on black people? Everything negative, like yo, black. But when you black, you lack, because you have no legal standing or definition. My nigga, you American.
American, straight up. I ain't African American. I'm American, nigga.
And it's not the same as like good old boy from Texas when I say that, but like the Detroit nigga and me, the Detroit nigga.
But listen though, it is the same, because just like a good old boy from Texas, y'all Detroit niggas from Michigan. That means something in Texas. A Texas nigga, when you say nigga, I'm from Detroit, nigga. Just like when them niggas say they from Houston, or them Dallas niggas with them funny haircuts, nigga, that means something. That's who. Okay, y'all Dallas niggas, we know what to expect, at least on the haircut.
That's what your culture, and culture is just common practices and customs. That's what culture means, right? Culture, and they try to make it seem like it's a bigger thing. It is your common practices and your common customs and practices is what your culture is.
Because you think about this, right? The Detroit area, we got a culture, right? But so does the Midwest, to the point where if we go to Las Vegas, we don't even say where we from. We say, oh, we from the Midwest. Oh, y'all some fly ass niggas out there in the Midwest. Y'all niggas rock this, rock that. Then you break it down and say, no, we from this part of the Midwest. Oh, y'all really them type of niggas, because they know the culture.
When I was in Puerto Rico last year, me and 2 other niggas, like, y'all niggas from Detroit. We was like, we can tell y'all niggas. We can tell y'all from the Midwest, and y'all look like y'all from Detroit, ain't y'all? How do you know? I didn't even have a Detroit hat on. It's just your common culture. Like, we had Cardis on the shit. We had everybody yayed up. Maybe that's what it was.
Don't let Milwaukee hear that, because them niggas think they.
But that is
Milwaukee niggas hear that.
That is a
common Cardis in the wild before.
That is a common custom.
And that flow Chitto, what that nigga call it? Niggas were so up in the uproar about that. See, that's the problem too. They want you to not do your research. A quick Google search would have told you what kind of comedian Tony Hinchcliffe is.
Kill Tony?
You see what I'm saying? Why are niggas so easily offended by things that don't matter, and not offended enough by the shit that matter? You should be more offended that it's a nigga 2 doors down with a crack house or a weed spot or something that's making shit unsafe for your children than you are of a cracker up here being a cracker. Nigga, I'm never offended when people show me who they are and it's based on who I thought they would be.
If y'all watch the Tom Brady roast, he went on white. He went on June,
my opinion,
everything.
Go ahead.
But the opinion of my neighborhood crack house ain't gonna get me the clicks. And what's up?
I said, go ahead.
Y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, I was about to say the opinion. the opinion of my neighborhood crack house ain't gonna get me the clicks, the likes, and engagement that I want.
But you ain't doing it
speaking
from
on
the heart
this,
if you want clicks, likes, and engagements, nigga. Because I want to
that's what
be up in.
everybody wants. They want that.
We,
I'm not saying everybody, but people want that instant gratification. They want to be first. They want to give a dumbass opinion before they know something. The clip be up 30 seconds, and niggas got starting to write manifestos and shit about what they think and why they think shit wrong. We see it all the time with music. An album drop at midnight. By 12:30, it'd be the best album of the year. This is his best work. This is his magnum opus. Bitch, you ain't listened to that shit nothing but once. Like,
They
you
in the
can't.
first 4 songs.
nigga ain't even
like, you
get
can't tell
a
me.
nigga ask about track 12. He'd be like, I ain't hear that one yet. What the fuck are you talking about?
I've listened
Look,
to an album recently, and them first 4 tracks was fire. I started texting like, nigga, this new shit hot. It was all done after that. It wasn't no more. It
nigga,
wasn't no more.
I'll be honest. I thought that Jay-Z and Jay Electronica album was going to change the course of the planet because it was going to be the last great album that dropped before the pandemic. That shit came and it fucking went, and nobody gives a fuck no more about that album.
Including the 2 niggas who made it.
I listen to that shit now more than I did when it first came out.
I still listen to it, but like the cultural, like when I first listened to it, like nigga, I was like, oh my God, the cultural impact. This is high level. When they did that live and they was playing them songs, I'm like, yo, this shit gonna turn the earth on the side of his axis.
You know what album I thought about that was LAX.
Really?
Yeah. All that hype on Twitter, everything, nigga, that shit was done 2 days later. Who has listened to LAX after? Drake took 2 years to release that project, and what happened? I mean, the build up on the internet and Twitter. This was primetime Twitter back in the day, and it was shit. It was yo. That shit lasted 48 hours.
I never even heard that shit, nigga.
It's because it's ass.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I never even heard that shit.
Niggas don't make music
retaining value. Too harsh, but it's not good.
Okay. Are you saying it's ass because it's ass, or are you comparing it to his discography and it end up in the asshole part of the discography?
Nobody want to listen to that shit, man.
Exactly.
I don't.
So basically,
I agree with Jay. I just don't think it's a quality. I just don't think it's a quality album.
I still fuck with it in real life, but like the hype that people wanted and what it is, like nigga, it's a lot of that shit is dense.
You know why with music, why hype don't matter? Because you don't got to do shit to get the music. You don't have to get up, drive, go to the store, close your door, buy it. That's real hype. Niggas typing and talking on Twitter, man, nigga, you ain't got to do shit but press play. You ain't even paying attention. That shit background music. You ain't getting that feeling of popping the CD in your car. You feel what I'm saying? Driving back home. You got to stop at a nigga crib because this shit's so out cold. You got to make sure he got one.
It almost feel like, well, it's not even almost. When shit came out, it wasn't nothing else to do but listen to the fucking music. Now I'm listening to the music. I'm playing the game on my phone. I'm watching TV. You doing all this shit. You not just
listening to the music. I'm working.
I'm clocked right. I'm clocked in at work. Fucking with the kids.
But AJ, you was saying something, but that's just life shit. But you were saying something that I agree with. I would get an album from Damon's or Chantonique's or Chauncey's. I throw it in. Yeah, and you're gonna ride around with it for like a few days. Like you say, I'm gonna go to Jay House. You listen to that new Jay-Z? Nigga, number 7. Nigga, what? Nigga, who?
Listen, if the nigga say no, if by chance he say no, you gonna be like, no, come on, get in the ride. Let me play you at least 2 songs.
My nigga, look, here's a perfect example because this is right around the time when shit changed. But when Kanye album dropped, the College Dropout, I've got the CD. I pulled up on Dan at Dan crib right on the corner. And like, nigga, come outside. And like, I remember going through that shit, nigga, to get like, nigga. And that was what, 04? Well, that was 20 fucking years ago. Yeah. Literally 20 fucking years ago. Like, but
man, we talking about music, bro. But look, the music is a harsh reality of everything in the world. They just keep pulling the fucking wool over our eyes and desensitizing us and taking us away from the shit that we know and love. See, niggas love music. We love that feeling we was just talking about. We can't even get that no more. Nigga, we gotta go to Walmart on a grocery run and hope they got a custom version of the CD we want if we want it that day. Because if we order it from the artist, that shit not gonna be there the day it come out, and the thrill is gone. You feel what I'm saying? They just, and that's what they doing with all of this shit to us. All of this shit. When the shit going digital, the shit I can't love it the same. Nigga, I don't gotta go to the store and look and see what game I want, nigga. I can just go to the PlayStation store and spend 40 minutes looking through all the games.
Hey, on some old nigga shit, I remember going to motherfucking Blockbuster or the Rent a Flick or all the damn joints and just going and picking up the front of the game, looking at the back of it, trying to see the screenshots. Like, yo, you want to rent this? Me and my brother, you want to do this one? Or
But nigga, I did. That was my Friday night with my ex-wife. We would go get movies, and we'd get two movies. She pick one, I pick one, and nigga, you just be looking at the back like this look interesting. It wasn't no free preview that played on your screen if you set on the avatar for 10 seconds.
no,
Nigga, you
YouTube
just
clip.
took a risk.
Yeah. Well, even when shit got different, when niggas, you and your lady would go and y'all sweats up to the grocery store and go to the red box and be out there doing the same type of thing. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, what you want to get?
All the shit we thought we wanted, bro, I don't even want. We thought we wanted all of this shit. We thought we wanted a motherfucker to be able to bring you some fast food to your crib while you ain't got to do shit. But no, dog, I want to go because I want to see if motherfuckers digging up their nose and washing their hands and shit like that. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
they are. It's a nigga 16 years old digging in the crack of his ass and touching your leg with no
you
gloves
feel what
on.
I'm saying? Yeah,
No
but
gloves on.
I can't say, hey, no, dog, I don't want that one. Hey, you make it. You feel what I'm saying? I
And he
get
gonna
like,
sniff his fingers after.
Yeah.
now listen, even with voting, if everybody had to go on the same day, that shit wouldn't happen. Because you know, at least one thing would have been popping off right there, right? It would have been a black man in line who said, hey, fuck all that. This ain't about to happen up in here, homeboy.
But also let that nigga vote, man.
Yeah, but this what I'm saying. If it got to that other part, you see what I'm saying? Fuck all that shit, dog. They taking this
But
shit.
like,
I can't even trust early voting though. Back on the
yeah.
voting shit, I can't even trust early voting.
It would shut that shit down because the civil rights shit was so emotional, impactful, and it was so romanticized that niggas can't wait to have their civil right moment. I can't wait to fight back against injustice. That's the white man right there. I'm in there. I'm a freedom fighter now. Like,
no, but I agree with you. I agree with you, AJ. If that shit would have happened on a normal voting day, niggas would have been ready to go to war and beat the
Well,
fuck
the
out
thing
of
is, if
it,
it wouldn't even happen, bro, because it's like two kids talking shit, and then they know that, but they know when they at home by themselves, but when they know they parent there, they ain't raising their voice at each other because nigga, I'm in here, so you already know that shit ain't gonna happen.
Man, that shit is at a kid's school, man. Y'all better not get to fighting and fucking around in here. This shit is at a school, man. Like it's children in this motherfucker, man.
That's why I don't even send my kids to school on voting day. But they ain't got it this year. But I don't even do that.
I remember when my parents used to vote in my school while I was there. I used to run around there and see them. Like that was like a special day. I watched my parents vote, and before I could vote, I would go with them to vote. You feel me? So I respect the process.
I just know it wasn't no gym that day.
Yeah,
I just know it wasn't no gym because they in the gym voting.
Yeah. That shit crazy, dog. I mean, even when this shit, when the election over, motherfuckers still gonna be bitching about their candidate. You feel what I'm saying? And why everybody think that just because you support Republicans, you a sellout if you black? Like, why people can't be affiliated with what they want to be affiliated with? I don't even understand. They be having to preface that shit.
Niggas was mad at Kwame for saying what I just posted, saying he should be in jail. You shouldn't do this. You disgrace. And niggas are praising Young Thug right now.
I heard a motherfucker go.
I was gonna say people should vote for their best interest, and that's just that. Now, when you talk about this Young Thug shit, I'm hoping I'm not gonna steal your point, AJ, but I'm just gonna say this anyway. That nigga took a plea deal with 15 years fucking probation. That's the wildest deal I've heard of in my life. That nigga be back, and he can't stay in Atlanta no more.
But that ain't shit. Most motherfuckers don't stay in Atlanta.
His homeboy just got violated on this because he took a plea deal for 20 years probation. Came up there trying to testify. They said, "My nigga, you lied on the stand. Take your ass back in here for 5 more years. I'm revoking 5 years of your plea deal." Now he in
That's some Georgia shit though, cause my cousin, he got killed and shit. He got killed by a
Damn,
nigga who
sorry,
was like his step brother. Yeah, my nigga Shed. That's who put me up on Young Thug, by the way. But and this the game they play like that. New Orleans 90-day murder or whatever. You feel what I'm saying? The game they play is they sit for the trial all because they know the shit so backed up and get like a 25-year probation, 5 years in jail, 3 years, 3.5 years serve you out because you do it 3.5 or 5. So that's the game they play in Georgia. But I ain't even thinking about Young.
They say because he made a statement in court. Well,
I saw that shit, dog.
He said some of the comments well spoken. Hopefully he keeps the youth in line. He's smart. Check this out. Big win for the black community. Big win for the black community. Thank God. What? Like it's motherfuckers that's murdered and dead off of this shit, man.
This shit is like the Twilight Zone, bro. Listen, man. Everything that's bad, niggas love, and everything that's good. Why should Kwame be in jail? Let's keep in mind, Kwame Kilpatrick didn't steal no money. He was accused of giving people preferential treatment. You feel what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm just saying, and he did time, right? But we talking about. I ain't even thinking about Young Thug. I'm thinking about Dirk, right? Because our niggas already know how I looked at Dirk, right? You feel what I'm saying? And I was seeing motherfuckers saying what he was supposed to do. Somebody killed his homeboy. You mean to tell me somebody killed the out of town nigga who was in my town keeping up trouble from out of town?
You know what happened? You know how this shit started?
I do. Over some bullshit of a bitch, probably.
No, that's how.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, a bitch.
Niggas were friends, and apparently either one of these two crews was smashing the same girl, and people start talking back and forth, and then niggas start beefing, and them fights blew out. All this shit started because niggas felt disrespected that you was hitting one of my chicks,
and because one of them niggas wanted a verse from a C Murder son. And he was like, I don't know you. I ain't doing it. And that's what that. Listen, man, we not cool, bro. We just work in the same industry, bro. I don't give a fuck if the fans think we make the same type of music. We not cool, bro. You know who I'm cool with? The niggas who I came in this shit with. You feel what I'm saying? We not cool. We could be cordial. We could do business. If you say you don't want to do business, I can't take that personal. It's business. But you know what Kanye said that I never get out of my head? The white man get paid off of all of that. You feel what I'm saying? Dirk, they done with you. So now they hit you with whatever you get hit with. You feel what I'm saying? And you go play that situation how you play it. I can't say you guilty. Everybody deserve their day in court, right? But they done with you, Dirk, right? So all that shit you was taking part in the overall community of young children's minds, they got enough. Why? Because you thinking these niggas just CEOs of these companies. These niggas practice psychological warfare, nigga. And they done already put it in enough kids. So all my life, that shit that you want a Grammy for, that ain't never gonna be the antidote for the shit that you injected into the community, nigga. It's never gonna be that. Why? Because you can't tell me all your life you've been doing this when your catalog stay different. You can't tell me all your life you've been this way when your example tell me different. See, what's your example? Your example is your father who came home after doing 26 years, and now you get to go take his place in the same facility that he was in. You understand what I'm saying? What the fuck is we talking about, nigga? You feel what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. I can't believe that these niggas so dumb, man. It ain't an age thing. You can't tell me you a boss and you can't see when the play being played on you, nigga. Because part of being a boss, nigga, is understanding what's going on.
His pops dropped the baton and he picked it right back up and ran with it.
Man, I just can't fathom being a multimillionaire and still being involved in some street shit.
Listen, bro. Every nigga who, if you the top of the multi-millionaire and you famous, every nigga who not you want to take your place. Why? Because you can just come and give a nigga 50,000. he can't do that because you just did that to him. So he can't do that, right? You can do shit and inject this shit. He don't got these niggas. I ain't even talking about nobody in particular, but I'm just saying they don't got the voice that you got. They don't got the pull that you think you got. You don't got none of that shit because you are being played like a puppet, young man. And when they are done with you, just like the kids, we got the toy graveyard. And all these toys that my kids done with go to the toy graveyard and they get something brand new. You feel me? And they got a new nigga already.
Speaking of getting played like a puppet.
Yes, bitch, I lied to Gayle King, bitch. First of all, I didn't know that bitch was even gonna ask me about that shit. Bitch, I always want to talk about this shooting. Why'd you ask me about fucking Tory? That's not what this is about. Even if I was, I fucked this nigga like once, maybe twice on a drunk night. Bitch, kept catching me out of my fucking mind.
It's not right.
That's detrimental. It's shit like
man
that.
in jail.
Detrimental.
That man in jail.
See, the thing is,
Women live a life of no fucking consequences. They do. There's no consequences or accountability in the life of a woman.
That sounds
because I'm not gonna let you say that because that sounds crazy and every woman not the same.
No, but I'm just saying anytime they fuck up,
right? Not they, right? We talking about a specific person because it's women who do take accountability. It's women who take accountability, bro.
Okay, I meet them few and far between. There's definitely a specific. I meet them few and far between. There's definitely a subset of women who don't take accountability and live life without consequences because they know they are pretty enough, or niggas lust after them enough that they can fuck up whatever they want to, and somebody will come to their aid to fix it without them having to be involved. Megan is a perfect example of that. She blames that whore ass behavior on her being drunk, all while this nigga is sitting in the fuck jail.
Well, he in jail because he's a fucking idiot.
But if she'll lie about fucking a nigga, she'll definitely lie about that pistol.
All he got to do is say who did it. This dumbass nigga from Canada who want to act like he a fucking gangster, but he doesn't want to break the no snitching policy. Nigga, tell that girl got fucking immunity. They gave that girl immunity for the shooting. Tell who the fuck did it. But your bitch ass want to sit up there and be tough and like, nah, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say I did it. It's 3 niggas in the car. If you ain't do it and she ain't shoot herself, who else you think fucking did it? You got an opportunity to open your fucking mouth and say what the fuck happened. And yet you didn't, so that's why your fucking ass in jail. Help your fucking self out, my nigga. Nigga, you're not a gangbanger. You're not what the fuck are you doing? What it's gonna be
detrimental ass nigga, and it ain't
detrimental to my career. Well, nigga, you in prison now. How that's doing for your career?
He's a buster ass nigga, man. He been a buster. I ain't never even listen. I don't like niggas who just hate on niggas. And when the first time I heard about him, he was hating on Drake, just hating on him for no reason because they both from Canada. Look, man, let the music speak for itself. You feel what I'm saying? Let niggas get to like you for you instead of knowing who you don't like for whatever reason. You understand what I'm saying? You buster ass nigga. Now you behind a bitch that just first of all, you jumped on TV. Of course she go ask you this because this sound like some drunk, high, sexual fuel energy when this shit happened. This sound like 2 dope fiends fighting, nigga. You feel what I'm saying? That's what it sound like. So of course she go ask you that. And you sit right up in that lady face and you lied to her in her face, but you're not lying to her. You lying to the American public trying to sway the jury with public opinion already. You shouldn't even been able to do that because this nigga had a gag order. You feel what I'm saying? And we knew the bitch was a liar when she said that Carl Crawford ain't never did shit for her career. And the reason that most of us at that point had heard of her was because of Carl Crawford and his label. You a lying ass bitch. And this ain't got shit to do with because you know niggas be like, oh, they be like, oh, motherfuckers be hating on Megan. I'm not talking about her music. I'm talking about the character of who you are. You jumped on TV and lied. Now it's time to sell some more shit, which is your documentary, and you jumping on there. Now you telling the truth. How in the fuck we know if you lying or telling the truth? Not. But of course we know you fucked him, so you ain't telling us nothing we don't know. Who the fuck you was breaking that news to?
Y'all was arguing over him. Because why would you be arguing over him if y'all wasn't fucking? Why would you be mad that he fuck your friend if you didn't fuck him?
And saying once or twice is meaning we fuck all the time. Once or twice on a drunk night. Well, let the music tell it, bitch. You always drunk, driving the boat.
I get drunk and I like to fuck. That's all that shit is. Nigga, I feel this. I get high and I want to fuck. Like, I understand.
So y'all got the same behavior.
Yeah, but I don't lie about it. I don't lie about it. I do fuck friends. I do fuck friends. I prefer it, honestly.
Yeah, it's easier to the handicap match. Back to your point, Dame, about motherfuckers not taking accountability. I read a tweet that said, I don't know why people tripping on Megan when niggas lie about bitches who they fucked, who they ain't never even smelt the pussy. Because we're not talking about somebody getting shot and somebody going to jail. That's why motherfuckers tripping on Megan. That's exactly why. First of all, people think he's in jail for shooting Megan, which is not the case. He's in jail for like charge 4 and whatever that was, right? But
say that part again.
He's not actually in jail for shooting her. He in jail for another charge that he was charged with. But all of this stemmed from her being shot.
Because he did fire a firearm in public.
That's what it was, like public firearm or some shit. But he technically not in jail for shooting her. He in jail for shooting a firearm in public or some shit. Nigga, first of all, that's why we gotta quit letting motherfuckers infiltrate, right? Drake, Tory Lanez, Justin Bieber, Kamala Harris. These motherfuckers are from Canada. You feel what I'm saying?
I apologize. I'm just
the Kamala Harris shit. We gotta stop letting our fucking neighbor to the north come down here and inject this bullshit into our society and our culture. You got this nigga from up here in Canada fucking with this bitch from down here in Houston. This nigga on a work visa, bro. And if he ain't, he illegal. And I feel the same about all illegals. You feel what I'm saying? So if you ain't on a work visa and you don't got dual citizenship, you create that mess and that trouble in Canada, nigga, with and go to court with them niggas with them wigs on. Keep that shit out of America, because when that's the thing, right? We so inviting. That's the real issue with the American nigga. We so inviting and we just love to bring people in, and we get fucked for it every single time. You feel what I'm saying? Now they look at a
nigga sentencing you to life in prison, and this nigga out on a white wig
and a dirty ass old robe.
Like what? Benjamin Franklin just said I got life.
I can't. That's look. And my Canadian people can't even get mad at that. Don't come down here doing this shit.
Like Canada, so it is what it is.
Keep that shit up there, nigga. Keep that shit up there.
We can't.
I'm banned from the country, so fuck Canada.
We can't, what I'm saying? Like niggas can get into America, and I don't like it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Has it been 12 million people that snuck over to Canada in the last 4 years? No,
Canada make it real hard for you to get up over there if they want to.
They make it hard for niggas because it's Mexican illegals coming through Canada, nigga, and that's for certain, nigga. That's what I'm saying, nigga. Nobody want the United States of America to be what we was. So this is all. Everybody want to get us fucked up. So they letting them in from Canada. They letting them in from Mexico. It's the chickens coming home to roost. Basically, is what it is, nigga. You feel what I'm saying?
I'm not trying to incite nothing, and I'm not using words out of context or anything like that. On October, whatever the day that Hamas started, and they came down in them fucking parachutes and just started. Yeah. What happens if that happened over here?
Exactly. At a fucking county fair or some shit.
Like regular people,
shit, nigga, on a Thursday while you at the grocery store, niggas gonna die.
No, nigga, on a Sunday at a football game, because us Americans, nigga, we love our sports and entertainment, nigga. You feel what I'm saying? And niggas, listen, man, why do people fall for the banana in the tailpipe, bro? When it come down to it, if motherfuckers invade my neighborhood, do you think if me and my neighbor gotta protect our spaces, do you think I'm gonna look at that motherfucker and say, hey man, who'd you go for in the last election? I don't give a fuck, nigga. I'm gonna hold down my part of the street, you hold down your part of the street, and if I see motherfuckers coming this way, obviously you must be dead. And if you see motherfuckers coming your way from my way, I must be dead. I fought to the end, nigga, on American soil, fighting for
And if I see
America.
you on your front porch and I got a shot at him, I'm gonna take care of that for you, and you do the same.
Yeah, you know who live here like I know who live here, and it ain't no niggas dressed like army men and ninjas, so they got to go. You feel what I'm saying? That's all, and that's it. Do you think that do you think when shit jump off that niggas gonna be saying I'm Nigerian, I'm Guyanan? No, nigga, you here now?
Did y'all
You
see
might.
Civil War?
I ain't see it.
You gotta watch that shit, my nigga. Gotta watch it. It's right. It could be what's going on January 6th.
Exactly.
That movie Civil War. It just came out in 2024. If you listening to me right now and you streaming, I think it might be on. It might be on.
Put it on Apple.
It's on one of these streaming apps now. You know what I'm saying? Let me look at Amazon and HBO Max. But watch Civil War. And not the Marvel joint. If you want to get an idea of what this could possibly look like, watch that fucking movie. All right, AJ, I got one more video, man, that I want to. This is a theory I heard from you first, and we'll rock off for this.
All right, good.
So how do you feel about her having children?
Like I said, I'm 31. I don't have a problem with it. I'm open to it, but as long as the father is either incarcerated or he's dead.
So you said you don't have a problem with her having children as long as the fathers are incarcerated or dead. So you basically want them non-existent, not around for any reason.
AJ, I'm gonna let you have the floor.
Yeah, I feel that, nigga. So back when I used to date actively, and if I dated a woman and she had children, I would prefer that the nigga either be in jail for the long ride or dead. Why? Now, just because you're in jail for the long ride don't mean you're not involved. That's number one. Just because you're in jail for the long ride don't mean you're not involved. Now, if you did, you ain't involved. But I just found it easier that if those were the two situations, that it flowed better. Why? Because although I never have, someone has ended up with a baby father like this nigga Dame. And I don't want to have to put myself in a situation to go to jail or put her baby daddy in the ground because, hey, man, I don't want to be your kid's dad. I'm just here for the bitch. If you can't take that, I'm going to the crib, nigga. Nah, if you come over here tripping on her, that ain't got shit to do with me. That's y'all, and I'm out. And that's why I said that.
You're not going to intervene? You're not going to intervene?
Why would I intervene? Because me intervening, you might get the drop on me, and she gonna be saying what we gonna do with the body. Y'all gonna do with the body.
Let me ask further questions. So you've been dating this woman for 3 years. Y'all not just fucking. It's your girlfriend, and her child's father get handsy or try to get physical, and you in your presence, you're not doing nothing.
Her child father never go try to do nothing in my presence because he got to respect it. Because if we should never be nowhere that you think you can slap my bitch, and I'm standing right there, right? What you thought was going on?
I see two bitches. I see two bitches,
and that's why I just prefer not, because I will knock you down, bro, and go to the crib and never talk to that bitch again. And now she really don't got no help because your non-helping ass. They gonna be getting the money up for a funeral because if you put your hands on me, I'm just trying to get to the crib, bro. That's all I'm saying. I ain't fighting no nigga over no bitch because he got a baby by her. I don't care, nigga.
I got a little experience in this area, just a smidgen.
I know,
just a smidgen. And I've smacked several niggas over a woman I don't even want to have sex with.
Niggas couldn't be me. Yeah, couldn't be me. Look, that's it. But all you doing really is keeping up problems in her life where the next nigga don't want to deal with her, and you go home and not want to have sex with her or deal with her, and that's the issue why niggas say shit like your baby daddy got to be in jail or dead. You feel what I'm saying?
Now at this stage in my life, I don't care what those women do, but a younger me has definitely.
But you grew up. You grew up.
That's only because you was in love with them women.
That's what I'm saying.
You said I didn't care, but you was in love with them women. That don't mean that you want to be with them, but you 100% was in love with the women that you cared enough to stop their current relationship. No, I don't. We can't be with you because we don't get along. Maybe I can't be in an active relationship with you, but I don't want you to have nobody else. I don't want you to be happy because I would love to be happy with you. We just not working out. So
and we just not working out because we just don't, because one of us is being resistant. Because all of this shit, like if you, unless it was a one night stand, if you was with a motherfucker and had a baby, y'all had a spark before that. Nah, somebody looking at the other one like, you not doing what I think you should be doing now that we got this child together. But they not expressing that. So then that's where the attitude and shit come in. It's no such thing as making it work. This is how it worked before a kid. It could work with a kid, and these kids go grow up and it's gonna work after the kids leave.
Generally speaking, this comes from having a reality check, and we like to act like sex is nothing and it's just some random act, but there is a lot of emotions involved. So you didn't have a child with a woman and your emotions is wrapped up and you love this person, and now you don't know how to reconcile the difference that you're not together. So I'm gonna make your life hell.
For me, I didn't know how to turn those emotions off, and I just didn't know how to be a mature adult at that time. Just plain and simple. It was clear that the relationship was the relationship was over with. Yeah. The only relationship that we had now was the business of raising these children. But I saw those other niggas as, well, shit, in the event that I say I wake up tomorrow and I want my family back or I want her back, now I got this hurdle standing in my place. Now, I will say there might have been an incident or two where I saw a nigga or something cross my peripheral, and you can, it's almost like a dog. You can smell fear in the nigga. You can smell the bitch in the nigga. And sometimes when I've caught that whiff, I wanted to test the theory, because when niggas think you tough, they want to see how tough you are.
Man, and I knew your birthday in an hour and 20 minutes, bro. You lucky to be alive, because I wish you would have thought you.
I would have pressed you like a silk shirt. I would have pressed you like a silk motherfucking shirt.
Man, and I would have listen. I would have
in front of your kids.
Them your kids, nigga. They your kids. That's the issue. They your kids, and you upset.
Don't get killed in front of your kids, because your kid gonna be scarred for life after I kill you in front of your kid.
And I might still be blasting your baby mama.
Then I don't go to jail for that shit either. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can die. Your girl can be that you love so much that you want to be with, but don't know how to communicate that with. She gonna be scarred for your life, and your kids gonna be scarred for life, and they gonna be daddyless for sure.
So in my mind, and I know this is just crazy nigga logic, because you know that's what I've been. I just never felt like that shit would ever happen. I always felt like I could do whatever the fuck I want to these niggas, and 90% of the time they would bitch up. I only had one nigga like kind of try and stand tall, but I pistol whipped him. So I mean, you know, there goes that. But
it means you wasn't willing to pull the trigger. So I know if you ran into another nigga who was willing to pull the trigger, then it would have been a different situation.
So can I share a quick story time with Dame with you all?
Just remember, this is on the internet.
This is on the internet. I'm not going to say which one of my children's mother, but there was an incident where the gentleman they were dealing with was at the house when I went to go pick up said children. Me and her were, you know, having a disagreement. No cussing, no disrespect, just kind of talking loud and elevated. He came outside and was like, did what he's supposed to do. Hey, what's going on? You need me? You know, what's up? She like, go back in the house. I got it. He went back in. A couple minutes later, conversation gets elevated again. He comes back outside like, hey, man, you ain't going to be talking to her in such a manner. She had like 3 or 4 steps leading up to the house. So she's on top of the platform. I am standing on the ground. And now I'm talking to her and this nigga. Now he was a much larger man. I'm a pretty solid nigga. I'm about 6'1". And at the time I've been heavier. So I was probably closer to like 240, 250, but he like 6'4", 6'5", and he definitely touching on 300 pounds. So in my, I mean, she likes ugly niggas at this point because the best thing that ever happened to her, the best looking nigga that she ever had, is no longer in the picture.
Okay,
So
That's a good comeback.
So I'm sizing him up because, as Jay Johnson says, there's always a low level of violence anytime two men encounter one another. And I saw this situation turning to violence. And AJ, you mentioned something very good, that I'm not going to get killed in front of my kids. Like, in my mind, it's just not going to happen. Like, I'll crash out and go to jail in front of them, but you're not going to hurt me in front of my children.
That's crazy.
So my first thought is I grabbed him by his ankle and I yanked him down off of these steps. So he's like kind of dazed and woozy. At the time, I am carrying. As clear as me and you are talking, a voice in my head said, kill him. Just as clear as me and you are talking. It's like the sun stopped, the birds stopped chirping, the sun was shining, and I heard in my mind, kill him. I took my pistol out, I cocked it, I stood over him, and I squeezed, and nothing happened. I pulled my gun back, I cleared it, I shot in the air, shot went off. I turned back around, I said, he finna die. I stood over him again, and I squeezed, and nothing happened. I pulled the pistol away, I shot in the sky again, and it went off. So now this is the third time. And there's
third time's a charm.
I don't want to say the devil is talking to me, but something is telling me, like, it's his day to die, and you're gonna take him there. This man is bloody and like more or less begging me, like, please, bro, please, please. And I stood over him again, went to squeeze. One of my children came out of the house and said, Daddy, don't kill him. And in that moment, I lost that trance. I just got in my car and left. This is broad daylight on a Sunday afternoon. I was ready to crash out over nothing. Over me.
Listen, bro, all because you just wanted to be in the house with her and your kids, man. That's what it was over, bro. Because if you come in to get your kids, it's not even nothing we should be arguing about. The kids, come on, let's go. You feel what I'm saying? This nigga over here, you remember when you used to be over there, smelled that Sunday food, Sunday macaroni and cheese, greens. See, shit that I am, shit. Look, pot roast. You know, say shit that I ain't about to deal with. So
she was in that nigga hoodie when she was talking to you.
yeah. Drowning in that fat nigga hoodie. You feel me? But that's why I also stopped dealing with women with kids, and I also started telling my niggas as I got older, if you ain't got no kids, bro, don't deal with somebody with kids, because there's plenty of them out here without kids. And why would you subject yourself to that? Because sometimes these niggas want to be with these women still, and vice versa. Sometimes these women want to be with these men still, and you don't want to end up collateral damage in the midst of some bullshit you ain't got going
Hey man,
on.
I love women with children, because that already lets me know this pussy was good enough for a nigga to nut it and try and trap you forever.
That's a negative, nigga, because some of that shit happened by accident.
I mean, some of it happens by mistake, but the last single mother I dealt with, I was like, I understand why this nigga nutted in you twice. I get it.
What happened with you and her?
Man, I fucked it up so bad, AJ.
See, that's what I'm saying. So you
it wasn't her, it was me. It was me.
Most of the time, my nigga, from the stories I've heard with you and women. You feel what I'm saying? So you can't have it both ways, bro. You either want to settle down and find a motherfucker for you.
I do want to settle. This was years ago, but if she's out there listening on the live, you are so motherfucking fine. Your vagina feels like warm oven baked cookies. And if I could have it one more time, I promise.
I don't think that speech gonna get it done for you.
I'll listen for a little bit. I'm not like, you're not gonna be able to tell me what to do, but I'll listen for an evening.
Why not though? You want to tell her what to do, right?
I got this thing about people telling me what to do, and
Then you go be by yourself, my nigga.
So let me finish. Let me finish my statement. Let me finish my statement.
I got you. It's your birthday. I give you the floor. Go ahead.
I'm going through therapy because I'm trying to get over that, because the catalyst to why all of my relationships have not worked, or all my situations with women has not worked, I don't blame them. I blame me. I be crazy, and I don't be wanting to. You know, Jay said something to me of that's stuck with me for some reason, and it bothers me about me being one of the most disagreeable niggas that he's ever met or ever knows. Because I don't
remember
aim
saying that shit, which is that means it's probably true because I remember saying it.
I don't aim to be that, but like that's how people perceive me. And if that's how my brother perceives me, and I know that's how women perceive me, and I don't want to be that. And
Man, you know the illest shit about humans though is once they peep something they don't like about themselves, they can actually change that, bro. Like,
and that's what but that's what I'm working on trying to change. Now that speech to her was in jest. I'll be honest, if I ever saw her again and got an opportunity with that woman, I would ask her to marry me. Just flat out. If I saw her at Fairlane Mall right now, I'm like, please, I will be the man that you need me to be.
But peep this. I don't even think weaning shit off is a thing. We don't want to do nothing no more, man. Just don't do that shit no more.
Yeah, see, that's what my old man told me. He said, don't never go for a last hurrah or try to wean yourself off. If you don't want to do it, just when you wake up, don't do it no more. Because the choice is really yours, nigga. All the shit I was addicted to, nigga, I just don't want to do it no more. Fuck it. And that could be anything.
I was fighting myself heavy with some shit I didn't in my brain. I didn't gave up. I was fighting myself heavy today. Like, man, it'll be all right. I mean, you know, just like them
be the best boxing matches because that should have had you on the ropes.
I swear to God, man. Dan, we'll talk about this on the pod more in depth. But I feel like the moment that God present me with the thing that I want, I'm talking about within 24 hours, he gives me 3 or 4 other options to test me to see if this is what I really want.
See, and
I just in my brain, I'd be like, well, damn, what does that mean? Does that mean that first thing which was so elusive, is that not what I actually need? And you giving me these up, like, yo, really, you get in your fucking head and you go in circles and shit. But like at the end of the day, it's like, you know what? I would love to do these things over here. I would really love to do that, but I'm not. And I feel like I be getting tested. Like my tests always come immediately. I get like instant karma. You know what I'm saying?
And unfortunately for me, I haven't reached that level of self-control or clairvoyance. I'm praying on it every day. I'm seeking help on it every day because I feel like it's something bigger than me. I know I have addiction issues in my life. It's a monkey that I just can't scratch by myself. I know I need help. So I'm seeking the help that I need because there is one item very specific I'm trying to let go of. And I'm having a very difficult time in doing so. So that's why I'm like trying to seek the help that I need because AJ, to your point, if it was that easy for me to give it up or just say like, all right, today I'm done.
Oh, it ain't easy.
But I'm saying that it sounds good in theory, but I just know I don't have that level of strength and self-control at this time. I just don't.
Yeah, I feel you because like when especially them peach Red Bulls, I be feeling like Denzel on that Flight movie when he looked at that shit and then like
I'm so drunk right now.
Yeah, like I say, I can't even go to 7-Eleven to go down that aisle. You feel what I'm saying?
I can't go inside of 7-Eleven right now.
That's what I'm saying. Like that shit, I feel like Pookie. That shit be calling me. That shit don't taste like nothing to me. It don't give me energy.
This is what keeps me off the sugar and off the candy, and it's the worms that are inside my body.
Yeah,
because there are literally worms inside of your body, and they tell your ass, my nigga, go get me some sugar. Go get me some fucking juice. And I be thinking to myself, this when I psych myself out, like, my nigga, you smarter than that. Like I have an ego. I'm gonna outsmart the fucking worms in my mind. Like, yeah, nigga, you a whole ass nigga. If you already know what's going on, the niggas is trying to get you. You know what I'm saying? I hype myself like, nigga, fuck that. I'll be strong.
Y'all have seen some of these Venom movies.
Yeah.
Like, nigga, my worm be talking to me like Venom be talking to Eddie Brock. Like, nah, nigga. Let us have one. And nigga, I just say found the strength to shake that motherfucker off of me.
Yeah, I feel you. Yeah. No, that shit real, dog.
That's a great analogy because that's really how it be.
with everything that you say that you don't want to do no more. You feel what I'm saying? And then I'll be like, sometimes I'll be like, man, I got tomorrow, but you don't got tomorrow in real life. You feel what I'm saying? You might not have tomorrow.
This is a little off topic, but like that's because the devil got a kingdom too. And then sometimes you'll see people on social media, you see people in your real life, and you think that they abiding by God's law and they being rewarded with different gifts, and you have no idea who really giving them gifts to them people and what they really doing for that. You know what I'm saying? For that fame. Oh, look, they said they went to church and they got down. You've been scamming. The devil was giving you all these gifts. You know what I'm saying? Like, because devil got a kingdom, God got a kingdom, and you do not know who everybody is praying to and who is
and that's what that like back before we wrap this up, that's what I was saying about Dirk, man. You feel what I'm saying? Like you in the public eye, you blessed, you rich, you famous, but you really something in my heart really tell me that you have been taking you in the music industry, so you have been taking part in the devil's work. You feel what I'm saying? And the thing about the devil's work is the message get out there quicker. See, when you got God in you, and I'm not saying he don't, because he did revert to Islam. So but you when you got God in you, you damn near gotta force people to hear your message. You damn near gotta see and show people like, no, nigga, see this how I'm living. You see the shit that you like about me all came from God. It's the God in me. That's real talk. It's the God in me. You feel what I'm saying? Everybody got the angel and the devil on the angel and the demon on their side in their ear. Knock that demon off. Get you two angels on your side, because it's the God in you, and you gotta damn near beg people to hear your message, right? You not even that you want to. It's like, nigga, I've been sitting next to you all this time, and you see that I don't encounter none of them issues that you got. That's the God in me. But you're not paying attention to me. You rather pay attention to the nigga with the glitz and the glamour who going through hell mentally and spiritually. You feel what I'm saying? See, the warfare with me is at this point in my life is not spiritually, because the spiritual plane, I'm on the right spiritual plane. That now the battle within myself is way more bigger than spiritually, because it's levels to this shit. And to get to the next level of your godliness, you feel what I'm saying? You gotta shed the last level of your godliness, because that don't behoove me no more.
Gotta shed that ego.
Yeah, that's the number one part. You gotta get this.
Dog, if I could shake this last thing that is troubling me, I feel like that
when
would
you
take
shake this last
when you ain't no can. It's only when. We only in the process of doing what we want. You feel what I'm saying?
Like Dick Gregory used to say this all the time. Like every time you say you can't, you just told all 6 billion cells in your body that you can't. And like, nah, we don't talk like that, because you telling your conscience that you had the thought already, and then you said it out loud. Oh, I can't. No, it's when I'm going to, because we get to, like you gotta trick your mind, basically.
No, really, you gotta untrick your mind, because your mind already know you can do it, but you tricked it into thinking that you can't. You feel what I'm saying? Man, long as you can do this, you can do whatever the fuck you want to, as long as it's breath in them lungs. You see what I'm saying? It don't matter.
I thought you were talking about smoking.
That's what I thought you
like, long as it's breath in them lungs. Because we done been conditioned. We don't even know what thoughts are for real. We don't even know how we really feel about shit until we got to sit with it. Like, damn, do I really not like this? Do I really feel that way? Am I really like this?
And that's one of the things I'm working on, is to like recondition my thoughts, because out of the mouth comes what you are, what's inside of you. And I'm really making a conscious effort to try to work on that every day, because a good friend of mine, she listens to the show, follows me on the socials, and she was like, you always be talking crazy about your mama this and your mama that. She's like, no good woman gonna want to hear that wild shit. And I get it. I really want to get, as much as niggas bemoan when I say it, like, I do want to get married again. I don't want to be.
And I hope you do. And I want to be at the wedding. Not like the last time you got married, you ain't invite the nigga because he saw you get knocked out. You ain't even invite him to your shit. What's my nigga name?
I don't know who you're speaking
Your
of.
homeboy, your homeboy.
Yeah, ain't invite that nigga because he knew the truth, nigga.
He was living in Chicago. We just
What that
had fallen
mean?
out of
He
touch.
would have came to your wedding, nigga.
We just fallen out of touch.
No,
that nigga, he'll make it seem like we got beef. That's my nigga. I love that motherfucker.
Y'all do a yearly trip to Chicago. Y'all niggas ain't fell out of touch.
We used to. But all
ago when you was married, nigga, around that time.
It's been a minute since we took our guys trip. But yeah, man. So I'm praying for it. I'm working on it. I'm gonna do the work because I want the desired outcome. So
you gotta fast, man. So tomorrow on your birthday, fuck that alcohol, fast for your birthday and the next day, and you got to fast, nigga. You feel what I'm saying? And that'll reset your immune system, especially with your we know you're trying to get on the list. All of that'll help you, bro. A quick 48-hour fast, that's how you should bring your birthday in. I'm gonna do it with you because I'm fasting anyway tomorrow. So I do it with you.
So nothing till what, after sundown?
No, I'm doing from tomorrow when I wake up. So the kids got to get up at 6. So from 6 Friday till Monday, because I'm doing Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Nothing to eat or drink.
Whatever works for you. Well, you can do
or whatever. Yeah,
because
you right, because everybody can't just start a 4-day fast. So it could be water. It could be like I'm gonna do a juice fast, or I'm gonna do,
or I can do sun up.
Well, let me say this: I can, if it's not necessarily diet, I can fast from something. There are things that I can fast from in these next 48 hours. What you saying 72 hours? So I'm gonna stand on business with you on that one, homie.
Yeah,
and I'm gonna fast in these next 72 hours to bring in my birthday in a different way.
You know, every year your body does a check on your birthday and make sure everything is working and everything of that. This was some Dick Gregory shit he said too. I don't know if it happened on your birthday, but your body do a check, and if you know that red light on and warns you this red light on a few times, and then I'll start going out.
You know, I one thing I've been starting to do every year annually is shave my beard off and just go down to the goatee. To kind of
like me.
No, well, every year you start to grow that beard out and take my look. So I want to do the opposite and just kind of reset.
I was gonna shave my beard off tomorrow, but now I don't.
You have my permission. You have my permission. I just want to reset and go into the new year clean and refreshed and just do something different.
Happy New Year.
I'm going. And I'm sorry.
Say Happy New Year, man.
Thank you. And there's no mistakes in life. God brought us together for this evening for you to give me that information, AJ, and I receive it. You know, so I'm gonna start my new year off right.
Why don't we say Happy New Year instead of Happy Birthday?
We own that
because
it's your new year, yeah.
Like
it doesn't have the same ring. It doesn't have the same ring to it. Stevie Wonder didn't sing Happy New Year. It was Happy Bird. You know, that's just got.
He just sung what he wrote on the paper that he read off the paper,
right?
Because he can't see. Because he can see.
You know, niggas done stole that and running with that.
I know they stole my whole sauce, but they did the research I done did. I know Stevie can see.
We've been doing this since 2016. We had a segment on that Stevie shit.
Niggas, I got proof. Niggas going off of what they want to conceptualize off the internet. Nigga, I've been doing the research. I know that nigga can see. I know it. I got proof. I done seen Stevie with his fucking eyes open looking into the camera. I got proof.
In real life? No,
nigga, I sent you
somebody send us a picture?
I sent you the picture. We posted it.
Yeah.
Nigga, Stevie looked like he off of Perk 30. Eyes open wide as fuck.
You better watch your mouth, nigga. His ears always worked.
And guess what? I pressed Stevie Wonder like a motherfucking silk shirt.
Yeah, okay. Listen, remember that episode of Martin when he fought Michael Jackson? He was like, "You ain't so bad without your boys, huh? You ain't so bad without your boys." I didn't heard two niggas tell a story about Michael Jackson and Tupac fighting, and I can't tell if they trolling or not. But it's two different niggas now. One is a comedian, so I off rip didn't believe him.
But both versions include Michael Jackson beating up Pac.
And I just Michael, I just don't see it. Michael Jackson is too weird of a nigga for him to do anything normal. But I just don't.
What if
see
Michael Jackson did whoop Pac ass?
I mean, shit, you win some, you lose some, nigga.
Yeah.
I don't.
I mean, shit, Thriller was at the top of the charts longer than Machiavelli. It ain't like he been taking L's to Pac in his life ever, nigga. This ain't gonna be nothing new.
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, hey man, I'm rolling with the Midwest, nigga. So shit, until proven wrong, nigga, get that Baltimore nigga up out of here.
I'm rolling with Pac, my nigga. It is what it is. You feel me? West side niggas, west side of Detroit, nigga. West side of Southeast Michigan, nigga. The west side of everything is always kind of fly, nigga.
Yeah.
And Michael Jackson from Gary, Indiana, and I just leave it at that.
I don't know no niggas, Gary. Shout out to the niggas, but I don't. That's not my culture. You feel me?
Yeah,
I know we got some similar Midwest shit for sure. We probably
they more Chicago than Detroit. You feel me?
All right,
probably look similar. You know what I'm saying? Close backyards, all that shit.
Yeah,
I think it matter. Like, what do y'all neighborhoods look like? Because some neighborhoods look weird, and I think that explains their behavior.
I'm with you on that.
Like,
I'm 1,000% with you on that.
I always feel like New York niggas is weird because they grow up without no grass.
Without no grass, like you
they
can't
don't see no vegetation.
You can't believe this shit grow. You feel me?
Concrete jungle.
Concrete
niggas don't got grass. Like y'all got trees and shit. Like
nigga, y'all schools don't have names. They had numbers.
That's crazy.
You have You have PS 56.
Nah, that's crazy. That is really crazy.
That's crazy. That shit so different across the same country, but this America, nigga, and we niggas from America, and we love it, nigga.
And that's what you call democracy, and that's what you call culture and common customs. You feel me? If y'all like this shit on y'all side of the town, then y'all should be able to do that where y'all at, man. We live in a place where everybody don't gotta do the exact same thing. You could do what you want to do in your town. I can do what I want to do in my town. And that's what I think everything should be, man. You vote for that shit. And if you don't like what's going on in your town, it's easier for you to get a new governor for you to and change what's going on in Michigan than it is to change what's going on in the entire fucking country. It's easier for you to get a new mayor and change some shit than it is to change the whole fucking tax structure. It's easier for you to get a new congressman or city council
person. Representative,
yeah. Like, and you know these people. You can get.
You should know these people.
At this age, I know these people. I know somebody who know these people. We done went to school with something. Oh, you went to college? You went to high school with this person? What they?
What type of shit they on?
Yeah.
So, went to high school with niggas running. So I get it.
So you should be that. Before we get out of here, man, I want to say rest in peace to the OG Rob Silva, third member of the pod. Absolutely. The guy Rob Silva, New York legend. He is gonna be truly missed. He tapped in with the whole Shop Talk family. He tapped in with y'all. He listened everything that came out of the studio. He listened to heavy, man. And
I was sad when I read that, and I never met him. I just was like, damn, that sound. Because you just knew, even if you hadn't heard from him on Twitter, you just knew eventually he was gonna tag you in something he just dropped, even if it's been a month or something like that. So just to know that that's just not gonna happen.
Yeah, man, it's interesting, man, how this podcast and this online thing goes, this community thing grows, because you definitely do build relationships without seeing somebody in the flesh, and they do matter. You know what I'm saying? So every listen, every view, everything, every connection,
much appreciated.
Stories and people, liking and commenting and just being engaging, man. It means something, and that's a hard hit. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to the OG Rob Silva.
Rest in power.
Yeah, and then before we get out of here too, my partner, my cousin partner, Rilla, he passed away. He was Gangsta Boogie, and he was one of the coldest on that mic, man. And he passed away today, Thursday. He passed away Tuesday, so that was a real loss to them and their crew. So, man, rest in peace, Rilla, man. I'm gonna play some Gangsta Boogie for you tonight, baby.
Sorry for your loss, bro.
Appreciate it. But happy birthday to you. Happy anniversary. I mean, happy New Year, nigga. It'll be a New Year soon. We ain't gonna get out of here without saying that.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it, y'all. Just
man.
We're exchanging gifts tomorrow.
It's your birthday. You don't gotta give me nothing. I mean, you can.
Okay.
if you want
No,
to.
I'm just saying I bought you a gift before and it was never reciprocated. But I
Here you
appreciate
go.
it, man.
Here you go.
I appreciate it.
Happy birthday, nigga.
Thank you.
Yeah. You are appreciated, man. If I don't say it enough, you know what I'm saying? I'll make sure I say it tomorrow too, man. I love you, man. You are appreciated, dog.
I love you too.
That nigga said we exchanging gifts. You know damn well you ain't giving nobody no gift on your birthday.
I gave Jay a gift.
I know
before.
the socks. I know. I'm just saying
random,
you know
just
damn
randomly.
well you ain't giving him no gift on your birthday.
Right.
I've given him the gift of my friendship, and he gets to renew it for another year.
Who said I was renewing? we didn't talk about that. I turned off automatic.
I've automatically renewed you for another year.
I've turned up all my automatic subscriptions. You feel me? But man, shout out to y'all, man. We got an hour and 49 minutes of a superpower hour for Halloween. It's spooky. Oh, for Halloween, I was a Hershey Kiss. You feel me? At work, I put the tinfoil hat in. I put tinfoil hat on.
I didn't know if that was photoshopped or what. You really had that on?
Yeah, I really did.
I thought you
I had
photoshopped on some funny shit.
and it's in my car seat right now. I would have not. It's in the seat in the car, not a car seat. But and then I had the little Hershey Kiss paper. You know what I'm saying? It was cool. I used to get into all that shit, man, but not so much.
I was this guy and shit because I wanted to learn more about the Anunnaki.
Yeah, the Anunnaki look human though, my G. That look kind of green. That looked like the damn, what's that called? The Grays. That's what you got.
Oh, the Grays, yeah, but it's the green gray. Yeah.
In any event, shout out to the Powerful Content Company, man, and we'll catch y'all next stream, man.
Oh, definitely after that shit. The day after the election, we gonna be seeing what the country look like.
Matter of fact, we should do.
We might need to do it election night.
Yeah.
And
that's good.
matter of fact, we'll do the election night stream because I figured out how to do the present thing. You know, it's gonna be streaming online, and we can provide commentary for that. That'll be dope.
And that's crazy because Pennsylvania already reporting 100%. So look like the Blues have that state 100%.
What?
100%. They reporting 100%.
Everybody voted in Philadelphia,
in Pennsylvania already.
Look at
that shit was on. You ain't tell me you joking. They flashed that shit on ESPN during the Formula One race.
No, what I'm saying is everybody.
Exactly. That's what we said.
Out of here, dog. Like, get the fuck out of here.
3.7 million to 2.9 million.
I will say, they said yesterday. I watched on the news. Said yesterday was the highest early voting turnout in Detroit in the history. And earlier that morning, a friend of mine texted me like, I went to early vote and the line was so long. I went back home, took the kids to school, came back 30 minutes later, and I still was in line for another 30 minutes. Like, so people yesterday, I don't know what was special about yesterday, but a lot of people here in Southeast Michigan, Detroit area, because she don't live in Detroit. A lot of people did some early voting yesterday.
I don't trust her.
I think we ain't done yet. I think that's going to cause an issue because a lot of people going to think they know what's going on. And then election day, people going to show up like, aha, gotcha. And we going to know whoever losing going to know, oh shit, I got to actually go out and vote because my team ain't winning. I want my team to win.
And just to hit people to it, you can go vote early, but the votes are still legally cannot be counted until election day. That's a fact. So you can vote early, but the votes cannot be counted till election day. And y'all will see us election day because we want to tune in with the popcorn. And just for the record, I'm voting, but I don't care who wins. I'm voting because I feel pressured by black women. So you guys know who I'm voting for.
I've already voted, and it wasn't for a Democrat, and it wasn't for a Republican. So have at it.
Because when we get back Tuesday, man, we got to talk about that Michelle Obama speech. That shit was ridiculous. See, that's that feminism shit. You saying what you should do in your household and cause distraction and destruction and discord in your household, and we talking about voting.
Yeah,
you feel what I'm saying? You do know this. How she said it. You do know that your vote is private. So basically, if you don't want to follow the head of your household, and by the way, I think people shouldn't let political views get in the way of love. But if you don't want to follow what your husband's saying, if he's not voting blue, then you still go in there and vote blue, sister, because he'll never find out.
That's how you run your household, huh?
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's
Michael.
what Barry. Anywho. All right, man. We'll holler at y'all niggas next stream, man.